What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another one of my videos. In today's video, we're going to be going through some of the things that I've personally been doing to just stay active at home. Now, obviously, all of us are currently quarantined right now, so there isn't much to do. There's no partner to train with, and really it's just up to you whether you want to stay active or not. So for me personally, I am lucky enough to enjoy training and to enjoy exercising. I always have ever since I was young. So these are some of the things that I've personally been doing. It isn't much, and I'm no trainer, but I hope that this can help some of you to kind of just get out there, whether it's for a run, for a walk, or even just in the house, just doing a couple exercises at least for 30-40 minutes once a day. I think it is extremely important, especially now because we are stuck at home. So without further ado, let's hop right into the video. So before I actually get into the warm-up, I'm gonna quickly talk about my weight, where I'm currently at, what I've currently been doing. Now, I am currently weighing in at about 186 pounds. I have gained quite a bit since the summer. In the summer, I was running quite a lot, about 7, 8 to 10, sometimes even 15 kilometers. So I did trim down quite a bit, lost about 8 to 10 pounds. And now I've kind of gained it all back because I'm not running as much, but it's totally fine because usually in the winter, I do tend to gain quite a bit of weight. The thing is, this allows me room to just shred down come summertime. Now, with all that being said, we're gonna hop right into the warm-up. So getting right into it with the warm-up, pretty simplistic warm-up, guys. One thing that I really want to emphasize, you can find a lot of home workout videos on YouTube. There's so many good content, creators and just fitness gurus and just personal trainers that can really get you on a serious program when it comes to home workouts. So for me, I just do things that I've always done that are pretty simple. So for my warm-up, I started with jumping jacks for about 45 seconds, and then I moved into squats, for about 40 seconds with a 20-second rest. All of my workouts have about a 20-second rest period, especially now that I've been mostly training at home and I'm not lifting heavy. So in a lot of cases, I'm doing some HIIT exercises. So I do need time to rest and recover. So with the jumping jacks, I moved into the squats for 40 seconds and a 20-second rest, like I said. And then we moved into burpees and knee taps. Now, when it comes to warm-ups, sometimes I'll do 2 sets, instead of just one, depending on how tight, how unwarm I am. It really depends, sometimes. In most cases though, I usually tend to do 2 sets, just because I find that's when I'm perfectly warm and ready to tackle any exercise. For the exercises today, I'm mostly gonna be using my kettlebell. It's a 35-pound kettlebell that I've been using pretty much all of quarantine, and it's been extremely useful. Now, because I do tend to run, unfortunately right now there is a snowstorm, so I did not do any running. So for the warm-up, I actually decided to do 2 sets, and that was really it for the warm-up. So workout number 1 primarily focused on legs. To be honest, that's pretty much what I've been focusing on the most during the quarantine. I feel like legs are a huge muscle section, and in a lot of cases, people do tend to neglect them. But for me, during the quarantine, I really tried to focus on doing a lot of squatting and a lot of lunges. So for the first workout, I decided to start with kettlebell squats I did about 15 to 20 reps of this. And then with a 20-second rest once again. And then I moved into Bulgarian squats or lunges for about 10 to 12 reps on each leg. Finished off with 2 hamstring workouts. So the kettlebell hamstring deadlift, which is really good, and the kettlebell swings. This workout, I went for 3 sets with a 45-second rest after completing the full workout. This is a killer for me personally, especially I am so lucky to have a kettlebell. Like definitely I suggest, like for you guys that don't have a kettlebell, this is also a workout that you can do with your body weight. It will still burn. Just what I would suggest is increase your reps. So instead of doing like 15 to 20 reps, maybe try to do a bit more reps, like 20 to 25, depending on how you feel. But in a lot of cases, honestly, like I feel like just get active. Really, that is just the most important thing. It's, you know, any workout that you're gonna do, especially now that you're sitting at home, you are gonna feel pain and you are gonna be burning a bit of calories just because we really aren't doing much. So workout number 1, 3 sets, focused on legs, and that was pretty much it. The kettlebell has been such a good add into my sort of like home gym equipment. And I find that the 35-pound dumbbell is perfect. I mean, I could have potentially gone with a 30-pound dumbbell, with a 30-pound kettlebell, excuse me. But the 35 is actually perfect because once the gym reopen, I'll have muscle memory. Like I will be able to kind of maybe not necessarily lift what I was lifting before, but at least starting at 35 pounds or 40 pounds will be ideal because I've been doing that at home. And I found that during the first lockdown, that was really the case for me. When I got back into the gym, I was able to still lift kind of the same weights that I was lifting because I had like a 25-pound dumbbell, I had the 35-pound kettlebell, and I was utilizing them at least 3 to 4 times a week at home. So when I got back into the gym, my muscles were still sort of like able to lift that kind of weight, which is perfect, right? So that was it for the first workout. Pretty simplistic. I did 3 sets. Now you can decide to do 2 sets or even 5 sets if you feel like it. And then we're gonna move into the workout number 2, which kind of focused on shoulders. For workout number 2, I focused on shoulders. Now, shoulders is a part of my body that I've really tried to develop even when the gyms were still open, excuse me. Now, I did get a 25-pound dumbbell and a 45-pound dumbbell. So that's what I've been mostly using for my shoulder exercises. And to be quite frank, the good thing about shoulders is that you really do not need a gym. Like you can use resistant bands, dumbbells, even like body weight to do any kind of shoulder workout. Started off with dumbbell overhead press for 3 sets with 10 to 12 reps. Now there is one warm-up set with a 25-pound dumbbell where I usually kind of just tend to go really slow and controlled for about 10 to 12 reps just to warm up my shoulders a little bit, and then I'll move into the heavier workout. Now the reason why I've been using a 45-pound dumbbell for shoulder overhead press is because I want to still maintain some form of strength when I get back into the gym. So the 45-pound dumbbell has been absolutely great for that reason. So in this workout, I did 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps. Shoulders felt really good, felt strong, and that was pretty much it for the first workout. And then I had a 20-second to 30-second rest as always, and then moved into lateral and front raises. Now for lateral and front raises, you really don't have to do them the way that I am doing them. I just kind of wanted to rush the workout for the sake of the video, but also just because I had other things to do. So I was trying to get the workout done as quickly as possible. But in a lot of cases, some people will kind of do like the lateral raise first you know, and then once they're done with that workout, they'll move into front raises. Now, when you're actually in the gym, and like, let's say if you do any bench presses or things like that, the bench press does help a lot in developing the front area of your shoulders, right? So in a lot of cases, you don't have to do as much front raises. You know, you rather focus more on bent over flies, which I'm gonna get into, and lateral raises. But now, because I'm not necessarily benching, I've been really focusing on doing some front raises as well. Now for this workout, I would highly suggest for you to grab a small dumbbell, or even like one of the things that you can actually do if you don't have any dumbbells would be to use like a bag, put some stuff in there, and just kind of like, you know, do some lateral raises, some front raises. Shoulders are really easy. You can find different creative ways of training your shoulders in the comfort of your own home. So for me, for this exercise, I decided to go with lateral raises and front raises at the same time. I did 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps with a 25-pound dumbbell. Idealistically, I could even lower the weight and do 20 pounds or 15 pounds, but unfortunately, I do not have those dumbbells. To finish off the workout, we moved into bent over reverse flies. This has been one of my favorite exercises to do when I was in the gym, when I'm at home, just because it is such a forgotten muscle, the back of your shoulder muscle. I don't know what it's called, no personal trainer, but this has been amazing. I think the first time that I saw it, and I was like, I saw it a while ago, but the first time that I really decided that I should really start focusing on doing more bent over reverse flies was with, I think his name is Simeone Panda. I watched a couple of his YouTube videos, and he talked about the importance of kind of doing reverse flies, just because like a lot of people forget that your shoulders have 3 muscles, right? It has the middle, the front, and the back. And a lot of the times we forget to train our back muscles. And that was pretty much it for my workout number 2 that focused on shoulders. It was quite long. And then I finished off with what I usually always finish off, a little bit of abs. Now, one thing that I want to really express when it comes to abs is that in order for you to develop like really good abs, you do need to shred some fat, right? It's a muscle, it needs to be trained, yes, but you can train it as much as you want. If you do not have a certain body fat percentage, for some people, the abs may start showing at 13% body fat. For others, they need to kind of lower their body fat even more to kind of see the bottom part of their abs, and that's actually me. For me personally, my abs don't pop out, so in a lot of cases, if I want to be able to see my abs, I really need to shred down to like sometimes 178 pounds, 180, like 178 pounds, 176 pounds, somewhere around in the high 170 pounds, right? So that's the thing with abs. But so for me right now, because I am in a way, not necessarily bulking, but I'm eating much more than I would, like let's say when I'm cutting, I'm really been trying to focus on doing more ab work. And actually, I would highly suggest for you guys to use weights as well when it comes to training your abs. So like, let's say, like for me, one of the workouts that really works well is leg raises. Now, unfortunately, I don't have anywhere to hang in my apartment, so I can't really do them. But I noticed that back like 2 years ago when I really developed my abs to like the best that they can look, doing leg raises was extremely helpful. Doing leg raises, and of course being at a low body fat percentage, does help in showing the abs. One thing that I want to stress, guys, is never really stress about one particular muscle group. Always train everything, and then be patient with training. Like I've been honestly training for ever since I was young, right? Like I've been an active kid. I think I started going to the gym when I was about 16. And one of the biggest things was that one of the biggest mistakes that I made was always thinking that like, you know, yeah, I'm gonna just bench, or I'm gonna just curl. But actually, as I've gotten older, I've realized that like you need to train everything, right? More specifically, your legs, because your legs are really the foundation, honestly. Like it is such a big muscle group and it needs to be focused on. If you wanna focus on abs, yes, you can, but make sure that you are training them as much as you would train like legs or arms or anything of that sort. Like use weight to develop that muscle so that when you shred down, it pops out and we can see your abs. So that's pretty much it with regards to abs and just training in general. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and it brought you guys some form of information. Leave a comment down below if you want to know anything about my training, about what I usually do. And as always, guys, there is about like 42% that's not subscribed to the channel. Do me a solid, man. Subscribe, like, that's pretty much it. Next video is gonna be fashion oriented. Thank you for all the support on my last 2 videos. It's been absolutely amazing, man. And yeah, see you guys in the next one. Peace out.